What is going on, everybody? It is Craig, and I'm back. Video number 3 for the day, right? What the hell is that about? But as I did mention in movie review number 6, my next movie was going to be from 2024. And of the two I mentioned, I am going to watch both, but the one I did see first was Destroy All Neighbors on Shudder. Destroy All Neighbors on Shudder, right off the bat, before I even talk about it. I'm not going to spoil anything of significance, just because it's a new movie. I will say I'd be shocked if my boys from Horrorholics, do not love this film, because it's right up their alley. Like, I know how big they are on Freaked. I like Freaked, but they a little over the top on it sometimes. But since they love that, I know they're gonna. This is one that I imagine Horrorhound 85, Jordan, Horror Man Cave, Eric, and then Steven's Horror Craptacular Steven probably getting a big kick out of. The thing I do really like about the movie is the practical effects. Like, I am happy to see things not cheapened out on. And one of the other things too I liked about it, that I'm sure Jordan in particular will, is with the exception of the fact that the guy listens to something, looks at videos on his cell phone, you would not know this movie is from 2000s period. Forget about 2000 anything, like, because everything is very sort of like, whether it's a car, the old van he's driving, whether it's the equipment that's being used, whether it's the music that's being worked on, so you could almost even take out that camera and have him listen to like headphones, but that would have taken away his joke that he has small ears and headphones don't work. But anyway, again, not going to spoil it. This movie is definitely something I would recommend you watch, because I'm looking at it from the standpoint of me being a horror fan. I know what different people like. It's definitely not you're not going to be caught up in anything, and there are tons of holes. Like, if something's in his head, then this shouldn't have been this way. But if it wasn't in his head, then this should have been this way. So it's like sometimes when they try to walk that fine line between, like, wait, it's like in The Sixth Sense. Like, everything in The Sixth Sense, if you go back and watch it, there really wasn't a time where, like, you saw somebody talking to Bruce Willis. So this is sort of would be like that. If, like, it's all in his head, but all of a sudden you see Bruce Willis talking to, like, somebody and getting, like, something from them and handing him to a kid. Like, wait, he can't really... It's kind of like that in with some of this. But I enjoy it. I mean, it was fun. I'm not going to give it a super high number. It will get a 5 or better for sure. I'll tell you what that is in a little bit. Just because that means I don't regret watching it. That's if it gets a 5, it means I don't regret watching it, and I'd probably watch it again. How high the number is, though, tells me if that's going to really happen. This is something that, again, I'm glad they're making movies like this. I mean, it's TV-18, so I'm sure they could have done more with some elements if it was, But, I mean, technically TV-18 is for 18 older, R is for older. It does seem when stuff's TV-18 and not just an R rating, they do still scale it back, so I'm not going to pretend to know how that works in the grand scheme of things. I think they can just say TV-18 and to avoid a rating sometimes if it's not straight to video or straight to a platform, but I don't know that. Alex Winter's in it, man. I haven't seen Alex Winter in something in a bit, and funny enough, like, Alex Winter, you go back to Freaked, with him interacting with makeup on and practical effects on, and he did that in this case as one of the characters, but he played another character too. And there were a lot of names in this movie. Like, there were a lot of, like, celebrity people that came in, and I say celebrity people like Thomas Lennon is in this movie. I know he's like a comic actor, but he's somebody that you don't Kamal Nanjiani, whose name I had to keep up so I can pronounce it right. I mean, he's been a ton of stuff, and he was in it. Even the lead of the movie, he's been in a bunch of films sort of in the horror genre. Like, I know Jonah Lay was in, what is it, Bloody Christmas, which was that movie from last year with the Robot Santa. So they've all been around. Overall, if you like practical effects and you like goofiness, you even have some Evil Dead-esque elements, like kind of with some interacting with body parts, not anything like the Evil Dead, because it is 100% meant to be a comedic movie. There is no horror really to it, even though it's on a horror platform like Shudder. But, horror comedy, it does fit the genre sometimes. Did a lot of talking, and I think it's more because I was trying not to spoil anything. I didn't want to, so maybe I overtalked it, but I think it's a fun watch. If you have Shudder, definitely watch it. Otherwise, get Shudder. Expense-wise, it's not too bad. But as always, I keep these under 5 minutes, so I will say this gets a 5.25. Peace out. Bye.